was 2-0 to Spain after the end of the game. And Spain had a everybody was expecting a tough game between the two sides, between Spain and France, of course. It was a semi-final between the two that played out really nicely between the two, but overall Spain got the better of the outcome. And in the first half, you really just felt that the ball was just going towards Spain's way. France didn't have any say at all in this game. Then you just kept feeling that it would keep going on with Spanish domination towards the end, and Mbappe just didn't have the touch right with him. Neither did Dembele, neither did Barcola as well. The three just couldn't get anything going, as well as Olise didn't do much as well when he was there. And then you had the penalty coming in after the 21st minute, where Digne swings a leg at Lamine Yamal and kicks him right in the side of the stomach, and it's obviously a penalty. And then that just was the momentum changer for me. And Oyarzabal scores the penalty, and then another big moment was when Saliba got taken out in the 30th minute because of an injury, which was caused just because he felt something in his back and said that my back was done. And after that, I felt that there was no roundedness in the team after they put in Lacroix. Lacroix, he's a good defender, just you cannot replace Saliba like that. And then as the game grew wider and started to open up, you just felt the second was going to come for Spain in that second half. Because Oyarzabal was on absolute fire. He has been an absolute threat to Spain this whole tournament. And they just had more expected goals in the first half, and France had zero shots on goal in that first half, which was very unlike France. And then you have another shot from Olmo from outside the box, but the second half was where Spain opened up. They had less shots than France because France was trying to go more attacking from Didier Deschamps, but Didier Deschamps didn't use the right amount of subs. I thought if I was the French coach, I would have put it in and Conte to give you some stability in that midfield, because that midfield was absolutely not rounded at all. I thought Rabiot had a decent game, but he just looked slow on the ball and just couldn't get the ball off of his feet. And Xiaomani did not look good at all. And then they put in Doué, and Kone for Rabiot and Ulisse, but it didn't do much. And they were trying to create something from the wings. It didn't work. And then all of a sudden they got opened up by just a pass from Olmo again, and Pedro Porro finishes it up just like he usually does. Nice finish from Pedro Porro to finish the game up. And at that time, you knew it was done. So they tried to bring in some subs, but it was ultimately a failure from France's expectations. I mean, even in my predictions, as you could see, I predicted that France would win, and they really let me down. They really let me down because they didn't have any fire attacking power. Spain looked a lot better, and they were just cruising throughout the game with no problems at all. And the whole game, they just were really in control. And obviously, if they take this to the final, they could win the whole World Cup because of the way that they're looking and how I saw them against France, which was absolutely amazing of the way that they played. And Yamin Yamal had a very good game, while Mbappe, on the other hand, he did not do anything much or anything special to help the French attack. And after this game, Didier Deschamps retired from the national team of France, and Zidane will take charge, which could give him an extra boost. But France just looked lethargic, and them putting in Dean didn't make any sense. They should have put in Theo Hernandez a lot lot earlier. He has more pace. He has more control of the ball than Dinya. And Dinya caused the first penalty actually, and that was unfortunate. And now we have that question and saying Lamine Yamal has beaten Mbappe 8 out of 9 times. He reversed when he was 16, he beat him 17, he beat him 18, he beat him now 19 in the semi-final of the World Cup to progress to the last stage of the World Cup, the final, which is a very big achievement for all of them. And I really thought that Unai Simon had an absolute masterclass of performances and of saves, of course. And Mbappe was just frustrated by that defense of Kubarsi and Laporte. And Kokorea had a very solid game. Same with Poro on the flanks. And that really was what was the difference. The defense of uh, Spain was really on it against Mbappe, Olise, and Barcola. Everyone had their task, and they were all on their player and on their man. And just France's defense looked more open after the Saliba injury, of course, and Ruiz had a very decent game. So basically, most of the Spanish players really had a heck of a half. And you obviously had France attacking at the end of the game, but it was really unlike France. And now you see here that the Euros went to Spain as well, and most of the stuff has went to Spain with Yamal defeating Mbappe 8 out of 9 times now. And yeah, that's my reaction to 2-0, the 2-0 France versus Spain game. And see you for the next reaction between England and Argentina. Bye, Assalamu alaikum. See you next reaction.